could not be a nicer night for baseball as the YES Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the Yankees against the Pirates in the first game of a three-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside David Cohn. So happy to be with you this Monday evening for Yankees baseball on YES. David, a much-needed win for the Yankees last night, taking the second game of that doubleheader against the Dodgers. And a couple of big hits in that game. Cody Bellinger delivering, and then Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, if there's two guys that are going to have to step it up in the absence of Aaron Judge, it's going to have to be these two guys. The former MVP at one point, Bellinger's getting it going lately, a little bit of a dry spell, and of course, an MVP caliber type player, in my opinion. Jazz Chisholm has that kind of talent. He needs to pick it up and get it going. That was a huge home run for the Yankees.
Cody Bellinger starting to get it going over his last 7 games, and Jazz leading the majors, 6 game-winning homers in the 6th inning or later this season. Now, both of these starting pitching staffs very good when you talk about the Yankees and the Pirates. We'll take a look at the matchup for tonight's contest. Ryan Weathers, a solid 4.15 ERA on the season, goes for the Yanks. Braxton Ashcraft, an all-star this year, 9-3, 3.49 ERA. We won't see Paul Skeens in this series, David, but Ashcraft, another terrific young pitcher for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's not just Paul Skeens, right? When you look at the Pirates, they have several really good young arms, and this kid has been as good as any of them this year. And when you look at his stuff, yeah, he's got gas, he's got good velocity, but it's really his combination of slider and curveball that are his punch-out pitches, and he's been doing very well so far.
Take a look at the Mohegan Sun team scouting report. Pirates rotation leads the majors in average fastball velocity. The offensive turnaround has been incredible for Pittsburgh. They're second in the majors in runs per game. And the last time the Pirates went to the playoffs, 2015, they are knocking on that door here in 2026. Well, David Bednar, a Pittsburgh native, a former Pirate, our Meredith Marakovits caught up with the Yankees closer. We hear that next here on YES.
To the Bronx for Yankees baseball on YES, where the Yankees welcome the Pittsburgh Pirates for the first of a 3-game series. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovits, joined by David Bednar. David, you know a little something about Pittsburgh. Not only did you grow up there, but you spent quite a bit of time with the Pirates. What's it like seeing your other team over the other side of the dugout?
It's definitely interesting, but it's cool to see all the guys I played with for a while.
So who do you still keep in touch with? Tell me.
Mitch Keller, Brian Reynolds, and then Donnie Kelly, and just a whole bunch of other guys. You know, it's a lot of great people over there, and I was fortunate to spend as much time there as I did.
What did you learn about yourself, not only on the field, but off the field during your time in Pittsburgh?
Oh, man, you know, I think I really was able to just establish myself, you know, as a big leaguer, but also, you know, as a teammate and all of it. You know, I think it's an awesome place, and, you know, I was fortunate to be able to play in my hometown.
Did you have this one circled on the calendar, this series this year?
I wouldn't say circle, but it was definitely a nice surprise because it's always great to see all these guys.
Well, David, best of luck out there tonight.
Thank you.
Plenty more to come here on the YES Network. When we get back, Ryan Weathers will get the ball. First pitch next on YES.
They say jack of all trades.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Tunnel to Towers. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org. Buy your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at Genesis.com. And by the New York Lottery. Play today and start imagining your win. Getting ready for the start of the Yankees and the Pirates. You see some of the big names throughout history in both of these organizations. Take a look at the Pirates lineup, which has produced a lot of runs this season. Second in the majors in runs scored. Nick Gonzalez been red out of late, leading off Brandon Lau. Brian Reynolds having a renaissance season as Merlin Valdez. This rookie has been on quite a tear. His first 31 games. Ryan O'Hearn, Marcell Ozuna, Jared Triolo, Henry Davis, local kid, and then Billy Cook round out the Pirates starting lineup.
And that lineup will face this left-hander, Ryan Weathers, towing the slab and the boogie down here on a Monday night. You see the numbers, number 19 coming. And game started on the year. A lot of strikeouts.
Gonzalez will step in on an absolutely perfect night. We'll get Coney scouting in a moment as Weathers deals. And that pitch lofted in the air to right and deep. Dominguez back in front of the wall, leaping. And he made the catch. Nice play from Jason Dominguez for the first out of the game.
Well, I've been on the mound, Ryan, and when the fly ball goes up to that part of the ballpark, you hold your breath because you don't expect it to stay in the park. So nice job by Jason Dominguez to get back there, run to the spot, and make the play.
Really nice play from Dominguez, whose metrics have moved favorably defensively this season, even though his offense a little down from last year. The analytics say the defense has improved. Brandon Lau takes inside. Now we can get your scouting, David.
Yeah, Nissan pitcher scouting report, and a very 70s theme here tonight, Ron.
Right.
You know, Barracuda. You know, he's got a competitive fire. You know, and Hart was one of my favorite groups of all time. Thunder Road and Radar Love. You got Bruce Springsteen in there. Thunder Road's in reference to the home runs he's given up this year on this four-seam fastball. 16 home runs, 9 of them on that four-seamer, and a little Radar Love will help that. Gets his fastball in better locations, and that number will go down.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
It's Golden Earring, 1973, Ryan.
Well, I look
Radar
forward to your musical education for all of us on a nightly basis. That's line to right field. Dominguez there again. Able to see that one into the mid. 2 down. Let's take a look at the defense brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. And we'll focus on Paul Goldschmidt with our Car Shield defensive player profile. He's a +4 and outs above average this season, tied second best among Major League first basemen. Here's Brian Reynolds, who has always hit well against the Yankees in his career. "12 games, a .326 average, an OPS over 1100 in his career against the Yanks. And you see how strong his numbers are in the season overall. Take a look at the umpire scouting report brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Paul Clemens, pitcher friendly. More low strikes, more outside strikes on lefties in his 7th Major League season. Tapped weakly to short. Caballero, tough play, and Reynolds too fast. A 2-out base runner on the infield single from Brian Reynolds.
Well, you got a split second to make a decision. You know it's going to be a tough chance. You try to barehand it, I think even if he tried to barehand it and came up with it, he wouldn't have got Reynolds, because Reynolds can get down the line. Easily beats it. Caballero's got a quick release, though.
And here is the young sensation, is Merlin Valdez. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Valdez was in the futures game last year, but was not on any top 100 prospect list this season. And in his first 31 games, he's been incredible. 0-2 here.
He's shown some big-time power to all parts of the ballpark.
12 home runs through his first 31 games, tied for third most all time. He's nicknamed the Magician thanks to the Merlin in his Merlin. Weathers ahead 0-2. Pitch. Bounced up there, blocked nicely. Wells able to snare it. The 1-2. And one of the things Pirates manager Don Kelly has talked about is just the professionalism of the at-bats that Valdez has had. So he doesn't feel like he's going up there trying to hit home runs. They've just come due to the quality of at-bats he's been putting on. Here comes the 2-2. And after being behind 0-2, he's worked this one full.
Yeah, that's the amazing part about this Pirates ball club right now. No O'Neal Cruz. No Connor Griffin. They've had their share of injuries, and yet they're playing as well as they have in years.
Runner will go 3-2, 2 outs, as that is grounded foul.
You know, Ryan, you and I were talking about earlier too.
Yeah.
Coming into this game, the Pittsburgh Pirates are in a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Currently. Not in the mix. They are in right now if the season ended today. So yes, they have a lot to play for, and a lot of talk about them being buyers at the trade deadline.
The bullpen would be an obvious area of upgrade for them. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Weathers wins that battle and puts up a scoreless first, thanks in part to this play on the first pitch of the game. Dominguez going up to grab it.
Here's the pitch.
Ryan Weathers throws a scoreless top of the first. Take a look at the Yankees starting lineup here at the stadium tonight. Trent Grisham leading off. Ben Rice bats second. Paul Goldschmidt, good numbers in his career against the Pirates. Cody Bellinger hits cleanup. Then it's Chisholm, Dominguez, McMahon, Wells, and Caballero rounds out the Yankees starting lineup.
And here is young Braxton Ashcraft. You can see number 20 on the year for games started. And the rest of the numbers kind of jump off the page at you.
Yeah.
Low walk rate, high strikeout rate. That's nirvana for pitchers nowadays. And our Nissan Pitchers Scouting Report, don't stop believing. You know, okay, that's not 70s, 1981 journey, but this kid's been through a lot of injuries on the way. At some point in the minor leagues, they thought he wasn't gonna make it. He not only makes it, he's there. LaGrange, you know, ZZ Top. That's because this kid's from Waco, Texas. He's got a little swagger and toughness like ZZ Top, and Shining Star, hey, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Made the All-Star team this year, so all that perseverance has paid off for this kid.
It's the third time the Pirates had two starting pitchers make an all-star team. Last time it happened, A.J. Burnett and Garrett Cole back in 2015, which was also the last time the Pirates went to the playoffs.
Did you have any Earth, Wind, and Fire music at your wedding?
You know, my wedding got canceled because of COVID, David, so we didn't have music at all. Grisham grounds one to second, and he is retired. The defense brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Reynolds, Cook, and Valdez in the outfield. Gonzalez and Triolo on the left side. Lau and O'Hearn on the right side. Henry Davis behind the plate. No, we did have a very nice ceremony and reception, just COVID style at my parents' house. But I don't think Earth, Wind, and Fire made the playlist. I'm trying to remember.
That's sacrilegious. You gotta have Earth, Wind, and Fire at a wedding.
Let me
The
think.
catcher is challenging the pitch.
Oh, an early challenge here from Bedford's own Henry Davis. Oh,
The call is confirmed. Pittsburgh has one challenge remaining.
T-Mobile. And that is an unsuccessful challenge. Popped up behind the plate, and we'll make the seats. Now you got me looking at Earth, Wind, and Fire top songs.
It never fails. It just gets you right up out of your seat.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I mean, pick a song. There's so many.
Yeah. Like you wonder if we played September or Let's Groove.
Yes, all of it. All of it works. Yeah, little birdie in my ear told me there's a documentary on Netflix about Earth, Wind, and Fire right now, so you can go home and watch it.
I know what you're doing tonight. Two and two as Rice holds up. Must be some documentary because Greg Colello, who runs the scoreboard here, our good friend, he just texted as well saying it's amazing.
It has to be.
The 2-2 is tapped weakly as Rice able to stay alive. Rice, an 11-game hitting streak, a .381 batting average during it. An OPS over 1,200 during the streak. Good swing there. Fouls 99 straight back.
It seems like every young starting pitcher that comes into Yankee Stadium picks it up a couple of notches. I mean,
now 3 and 2.
He was throwing 102 the other night for the Dodgers. Now, Ashcraft comes in throwing 99. In Major League Baseball, that mound right there is center stage. Believe me, I've been there. I know how it feels.
3-2. Oh, Rice is going to immediately challenge it. ABS.
The batter challenging the pitch.
Powered by T-Mobile. And yeah.
The call's overturned. New York has 2 challenges remaining.
Ben Rice had a lot of conviction in that helmet tap, and we know why.
Our umpire scouting report pretty accurate too. Pitcher's umpire. I got that call all the time in 1992, Ryan. Easily a strike. No question.
One thing that I really do love about the ABS is it gives you an idea of just how incredible the command of the strike zone is for these guys. As that one goes off the glove of Gonzalez, trickles into left center field. Rice going to hang on at third, and Goldschmidt is into second. Now the ball trickles away. Rice is coming home, and he will score. A parade of blunders in the infield and outfield leads to the Yankees' first run.
Well, first things first, off the end of the glove, a lot of top spin on that. And then it's in the middle of nowhere, the Bermuda Triangle, and then there are lawn darts, and then there's that. I've never seen a lawn dart like that. I've thrown a few.
Bellinger swinging first pitch, fouls it away. And the Yankees will take a gifted run.
I can't believe it. Gotta go. A gift.
I mean, you should have an E5 and an E7 on that. So it's a fielder's choice E5, 2-base error, plus an E7 to score the run. Just don't see that every day, David.
No. Well, Goldschmidt had, the ball off his bat had a lot of top spin on it. Kind of raced away from third baseman.
Good swing from Bellinger there, fouls it straight back.
Another look here. You see Gonzalez goes to get it. Boy, that second hop, boy, after the first high hop, that second hop really skips on you. Now this one, it looks like he just had second thoughts about letting it go, and it just he couldn't hold on.
Bellinger lines that into right field, a base hit. Goldschmidt is going to be held up at third. But the inning continues for the Yankees. As Cody Bellinger gives the Yankees their first hit of the night. It's first and third with one out.
It's right on time for Bellinger, and we've seen this stroke from him many times as he breaks it down and gets it done. And as we mentioned in our pregame, Ryan, him and this guy batting now are going to be a key for the Yankees offensively, with Aaron Judge continuing to be out.
Bellinger, we showed you the numbers. He started to come around the last 7 games. Jazz, the huge home run last night. First and third, one out. Jazz fouls that straight back. David, how hard is it as a starting pitcher to mentally overcome, not just one error, but a moment like that where you have 2?
It's a great point, especially for a young pitcher. It's easy to let your emotions get away from you a little bit.
See the infield defense. High and in on Jazz, 1-1.
It's one of the best features of Ashcraft that the Pirates have talked about, really top to bottom, is his composure on the mound, how impressed they are with him as a young pitcher and the way he handles himself. Everything he's been through has kind of prepared him for this moment. All the injuries, all the doubts.
Jazz hammers that. Goodbye. Long gone. A 3-run shot and a 4 spot in the first for the Yanks. The Pirates giveth and the Yankees taketh. That ball is smashed to center field. Cook back will track it down on another rocket.
Could see the spinning breaking ball right in the middle of the plate. Jazz Chisholm out in front. Introduces young Braxton Ashcraft to Yankee Stadium. It's a rite of passage. You got to give up, you got to give up a home run to right field here.
David, we talked about in the open. You mentioned Bellinger, Jazz, how critical they are for the Yankees offense right now, navigating without the 3-time MVP. Big hits for both of them last night. Big hits for both of them here in the first tonight.
You just love to see those guys, especially Jazz, get some momentum going, because he has elite talent. He can really impact the game.
One and two on McMahon.
It happens fast, right? You're on the mound at Yankee Stadium, you're throwing 99, and the next thing you know, there's 4 runs on the board. You're still in the first.
Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning, but not before the Yankees take advantage of some Pirates defensive mistakes, and then Jazz says no one has a chance to get a glove on that. It's 4-0 Yankees.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. last inning, 3-run shot gave the Yankees a 4-0 lead. Second big hit in as many days for Jazz Chisholm Jr., who was incredibly honest after the game last night. When he was asked about his season as a whole, he simply said, "I've stunk all year, but I'm trying to block that out. I'm trying to forget about what's happened in the past and really focus on the task at hand, every individual at bat." As far as the team, guys, he said he feels, even without Aaron Judge, like they match up well against any team in the league. He feels like they beat themselves a lot. That stuff, he said, we've got to clean up as we go. He said the thing thing about this team is it's not like they're coming into work every day and they're not going in there and trying to get better, working every day. That's not the case. That's not the problem. He says they play best when they just trust themselves. When they do that, they tend to have success on the field. So we'll see whether or not they can do that throughout the rest of the season. But you mentioned it, they're going to need him to step it up offensively without Judge in the lineup. And so far, the last 2 games, he has done that, guys.
Really good stuff, Meredith. And, you know, I thought it was interesting earlier today, David, listening to Aaron Boone, and he said there are times in a season where it just feels like wins come a little more easily than others. And he said they're not, actually. It's always hard to win. A win is a win. As that ball is singled into right field for O'Hearn. But you just go through periods where it feels that way. The Yankees' wins over the last couple of weeks, even the 4-game winning streak going into the All-Star break, they've had to grit and grind and have late-game heroics just like last night. They could use a stretch of just getting on a roll where they get some early leads and find a way to some of those wins that feel a little easier even if they're not.
Yeah, that's a great point. The human elements. You need to feel good about yourself. A guy like Jazz Chisholm needs to feel good about himself. He's starting to feel that. You get that feel, the next thing you know, you stop thinking at the plate so much. And you start just doing. And I always go back to Bernie Williams when he won the batting title. He thought about nothing. He had a blank slate. He'd see the ball, hit the ball. I don't think too much. I just react. Let my natural ability take over. The cliche is getting out of your own way. And for Jazz Chisholm, it looks like that's starting to happen.
That ball is smoked to left field. Down into the corner it goes. O'Hearn headed to third. He'll stay right there. It's a double for Ozuna. And the Pirates set up to respond here with second and third. Nobody out in the second.
Well, Marcell Ozuna struggled this year, but he's got a career of being able to swing the stick. And he shows right there. He's always been able to drive the ball.
Now Weathers in a little bit of a spot here with second and third, nobody out. Triolo up. He powers that into left center and deep. Grisham back, racing over, won't get there. It one-hops over the wall for a ground rule double. 2 runs will score. And it is a 4-2 game. Triolo was trying to sell it like a homer for a moment, but clearly bounced over in left center.
You can see that spinning slider right in the middle of the plate. Here it comes, and there it goes.
This is what's so dangerous about this Pirates team, because that's lined to short. Quick snap, go to second, just a hair late, 1 down. You know, going into the season, some people thought there was a chance the Pirates would be able to knock on the door of the playoffs, but that was really all based on their starting pitching. Their offense has been a revelation. Second in the majors in runs scored per game.
And that's without O'Neal Cruz and Connor Griffin.
The catcher is challenging the pitch.
Austin Wells challenging this. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Call is overturned. New York has 2 remaining.
Yankees off to a good start with challenges today.
Well, we've always talked about Austin Wells' catching ability, his framing ability among the best. His challenge ability among the best, too.
He's over 63% on the season, which the average for catchers is around 58%. So well above average on that. Saw him go 4 for 4 last night. Oh, looks like Triolo giving some signs at second base. And the Yankees were on top of it. 1-2.
It used to be a little more subtle.
Yeah.
You know, with the 70s music references. Back in the 70s, you had to be a little more subtle, or you get one right in your neck.
Yeah. Looked like he did it again. Fouled straight back.
Let me tell you something. You did that with Bob Gibson on the mound. Yeah, you see there? He's just, maybe he's, you know, obviously it's not the finger signals with pitching.
Yeah,
it's all about seeing the ball in the glove, seeing a grip that the pitcher has, trying to relay that to the hitter. If you see a changeup grip or a fastball grip.
And again.
So he's going to his helmet, and Weathers throws a changeup. So he goes to his helmet, Weathers steps off, looks at him, a little bit of old school, stares him down. Okay, I got you. We've seen Yankee base runners do that this year often too when they can see something.
So he tapped his helmet on that last one on a changeup. Inside with a fastball there. It's 3-2.
The old school theory would be to show a changeup grip to the base runner and then switch to a fastball grip and throw one inside to the hitter.
3-2. Tip foul. Cook stays alive. Here's the numbers we were talking about with the Pirates offense. Second in runs, first in batting average, tied for sixth in homers, third in slugging. Last year they were last in runs scored, last in slugging, and last in homers. Popped up. Jazz has it. 2 down. They've had a lot of reasons why the offense has come around. Gonzalez hitting .311, been red hot. The additions of Lau and O'Hearn, who are both having really strong seasons. Valdez, the rookie, and then Brian Reynolds turning back the clock to his all-star form from a few years ago. Taking a look at the league leaders, brought to you by our local Tri-State Buick dealers. Nick Gonzalez.
Yeah, the top 5 in their order. Impressive numbers so far this year.
Gonzalez third in the National League, and now going to do something about the signs here, David?
I think they're discussing what's going on, what they see.
I mean, like you said, it's pitch comp, so they're not seeing.
They're seeing the grip. He's looking right into Weathers' glove. The base runner at second base is looking right into Weathers' glove to see a grip, and he sees a changeup grip right there, and he goes to his helmet. And Weathers throws a changeup.
How hard is that to adjust as a pitcher on the mound, David, if you think someone's seeing your grip in the glove?
Yeah, paranoia will destroy you.
Yeah.
So, yes, I mean, you've got to figure it out in a hurry. You can't let it be a distraction. You've got to find a solution. And that's probably why he called Jazz in to kind of, you know, discuss a little bit. What do you see? What should we do? Let's come up with a quick plan. Let's adjust midstream right here. See him trying to hide the grip, trying to keep the glove in tight now.
But is that, I mean, is it hard to not have your mechanics get out of whack then, David, when all of a sudden you're focused on that?
Yeah, it's a mechanical adjustment that may throw off your timing a little bit if you're trying to do something different with your where you hold your glove. You're trying to hide it more. That was a good switch up there. He gave the changeup sign to the helmet, and then Weathers to a fastball. So whatever he did, it was different.
And now you wonder if that makes Triolo think twice about trying to give any sign again.
You could see Weathers really trying to hide it, really trying to work on it. It's a big pitch for him, especially against right-handed batters. A good finish pitch for him to be able to throw that changeup, to throw that sort of off-speed pitch that fades down and away to righties. If the hitter knows it's coming, all the mystery is taken out of it.
Two. Grounded up the middle into center field, a base hit. Triolo rounding third, he will score. And the Pirates have gotten 3 back here in the second. It's a 4-3 game.
Hey, Trey, that's an outstanding job.
Another thing, it could just be Deacon trying to get into the pitcher's head, and the slider again from Weathers kind of burns him as he leaves it up and out over the plate. Second time this inning, a slider in the middle has hurt him. Sometimes base runners will just do that to mess with a pitcher and make the pitcher think that they have something when they don't.
Fouled into the seats. I mean, you can't blame Ryan Weathers. He's not familiar with run support.
Right.
3 runs or fewer in 15 of his previous 18 starts. Swing and a miss. 2-2. This is a career high 19th start for Weathers. He's already thrown more innings than any other year in his career.
Pitch number 43 about to be delivered here in the second inning.
On the heels of a doubleheader yesterday, and presumably the Yankees without the services of certain relievers. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider, but the damage done. Pittsburgh puts up 3. It's a 4-3 Yanks lead. How about that? Braxton Ashcraft as a high school junior in 2016 had over 2,000 receiving yards, 37 touchdowns, ranking ahead of future All-Pro CeeDee Lamb among Texas high school receivers. Revealed he was having a daughter during an April 2026 game with catcher Joey Bart, wearing a pink armband as the signal, and entertained the media at the 2026 All-Star game by instantly finishing lyrics from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. Love that. Now that's
your
a music genre I can get into for you. Yeah, David. Here's Austin Wells. What a unique, fun way to do a gender reveal as well. Wells taps that weakly to first. 1 down. Here is the gender reveal. Yeah, Joey Bart with the pink armband and the family loving it. They had the pink and the blue cotton candy, and Ashcraft says, yeah, pretty cool. We did a cupcake and a cake. Cupcake on Zoom, COVID style for Evie, and then a cake at Disney World with my family for Remy.
Very nice.
Caballero chops that through into right field, takes advantage of the shift. And a base hit for Jose Caballero with 1 out here in the second.
Hit them where they ain't. 2 hopper, right on by.
Grisham fouls it right back. Grisham since May 18th, 7th in the American League in batting average, 9th in the AL in OPS. And a check on Caballero.
Seems like Trent Grisham has got so adept at looking for pitches middle in and cutting them off and finding the second deck or finding the seats in right field. So you know he's always looking middle in, something he could yank.
Saw him do it yesterday. The Optimum Fiber, famously fast replay here was that homer, David.
Middle in, cut him off at the pass. Second deck.
That swing looking like you at the 18th hole today.
It was a good day. What a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful night here at the stadium. The sweet spot of the summer right now.
Nice little breeze today, too. You see the wind with the flags whipping a little bit. Just a perfect night. As Grisham takes a strike, 2-2.
Almost feels like we're cheating, right? We play golf today and we get to call a game at Yankee Stadium tonight.
I mean,
what's the Harbaugh family line? You got it better than us? Yeah.
Amen. Can't draw it up any better. The 2-2. Grisham fouls that back. Still 2-2. Good battle here from Grisham. Ashcraft with renewed life after Pirates able to put up 3 in the second. Grisham flicks that into left center. Cook over to make the catch. 2 down. And here is Ben Rice.
Big challenge in the first to get that walk. Kind of set up that inning.
Yeah, 3-2 pitch that was called strike 3. He instantly challenged it at total conviction. Overturned to a walk. Then the double error on the Goldschmidt grounder to third that scored Rice. And after a Bellinger single, the 3-run homer from Jazz. But it all starts with that challenge from Ben Rice. Tough guy to run on. Fox Lane's own Henry Davis.
He certainly has Caballero's respect so far. Usually we see Jose just dancing and going early and often. He's got the scouting report.
Bryce chops it to first. That will end the inning. To the third inning we go. Yanks 4, Pirates 3 on a beautiful night in the Bronx. Of the Yankees, tonight's picture is of Isabel, who enjoyed a nice night at the stadium recently. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Yeah, plenty of fans here enjoying, just like Isabel.
Well, that's the Notorious Is. Did you see her handle?
No.
Yes, that was her handle.
Notorious Is.
The Notorious Is.
Oh, it's clever. One and one. Oh yeah, there it is. The Notorious Is.
I got music on my mind, and my mind on music. I can't get up. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I mean, your Rolodex of music references, it runs deep.
All genres.
Yeah.
Covered all. It's the way I grew up. 70s funk, Gap Band. I used to work as an usher at Kemper Arena for concerts. Saw them all.
Kemper Arena.
Kemper Arena in Kansas City. Everything from Neil Young to Curtis Blow, the Gap Band. List goes on and on. Saw Heart there, one of the best concerts I ever saw. Heart.
Reynolds works the walk.
Kansas City Kings played there.
Yeah. Little tiny Archibald action.
His prime.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Only guy to lead the league in points and assists in the same season. From D-Wood Clinton High School in the Bronx to tie it all together. Valdez takes a strike.
I think Curtis Blow was a New Yorker too, I believe. One of the early rappers.
Yeah, he's a New Yorker. Big rip there from Valdez and a sweeper, 1-2.
Kind of feels like this is the inning that Weathers is going to restore order that he needs to. We saw Ashcraft do it last inning after the 4-run first. Both pitchers in the same spot. See that pitch count creeping up here. Still nobody out in the third.
Foul right back here. Driven in the air to right field and deep, and that ball is long gone. How about that oppo power for Merlin Valdez, his 13th home run in his first 32 games. And the Pirates have taken the lead.
Well, no order restored, just more chaos. And Valdez again with impressive oppo power. And that's been the book on him. He can leave anywhere in the ballpark, and he just showed us. Tremendous bat speed.
Dominguez, yeah, just going to become a spectator.
Looked like a left-hander pulling that out. That's a right-handed batter hitting it halfway up the bleachers.
And the magician using his wand. Little dragon heart string in that. O'Hearn down on a sweeper, second strikeout for Weathers.
You can see right there another slider spinning in the middle. That's the third time we've seen one get hammered off of Weathers here in the first 3 innings. And that's the thing in Pittsburgh, the cone.
Yeah.
It's their celebration there.
Should have been your celebration.
Brother from another mother right there.
And that cone, no relation to David Cone, but they did pick that up in Cincinnati at the Great American Ballpark. Jake Magnum thought they were going through it a little bit early this season. They needed something to spark things a little bit, so he asked the clubhouse attendant to find him a cone. They eventually found it in the concourse, and it's been traveling with them guys ever since.
Very interesting.
Blue collar.
Yeah.
You also got to love the welder's mask, too, that they wear after they hit a home run. They actually contacted a local steel union to get an official mask that had been worn by somebody. Ryan O'Hearn, part of it, making sure that that gets done. And, guys, you can't even see through that thing once you put it on, but they're enjoying it. Certainly a tribute to their city of Pittsburgh.
Trusting their teammates to guide them through the dugout. Good stuff, Mara. Yeah. I mean, get down the steps before you put that thing on. The cone stuff reminds me of what they do in Scotland now as a prank. They put orange traffic cones on statues, and we saw when all the Scottish fans came over here for the World Cup, they did it actually in Boston in a few places.
And drank up all the beer and all the bars too.
That's right. This has got to be disappointing for Weathers, who finally gets run support, given 4 runs in the first, and has immediately given it back in the second and third. 3 yielded in the second, 2 already here in the third. The pitch count, a lofty 64 for Ryan Weathers. And the count full on Triolo. Broken bat roller to short. Caballero will end the inning, but Valdez, the impressive rookie, with a 2-run shot off Weathers. 5-4 Pirates. For free every day for a chance at a profit boost if your selected player hits a home run. Here are the featured home run odds for today's players with Paul Goldschmidt and Cody Bellinger. Well, the Yankees scored 4 in the first, thanks in large part to a ball off the bat of Goldschmidt that ended up yielding 2 errors, an E5 and an E7. Pirates have gotten it all back in the last 2 off of Weathers, as Goldschmidt lines that into center field, a base hit.
Right into your living room, right back up the middle. Go down and dig it out. Look at the head down. Drive through that, go down and get it.
Oh, yeah. Bellinger, a single in the first, scored on Jazz's 3-run homer. Bellinger has gone 26 straight games without a home run. 4th longest streak of his career. A .991 OPS at home this season. And in the driver's seat, 3-1. With Jazz on deck, the numbers strong for Bellinger over his last 8 games. Fouled away, count is full. Check swing to second. They get one, not Bellinger on the return, as he beats out the relay, 1 away. Take a look at the exit velocity presented by Spectrum on Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s home run back in the first. It was a rocket out to right. 106 off the bat. One and all.
It's hard to know the pressure on a young player with the talent, Jazz Chisholm, who's in his walk here. Talked openly about wanting to be 50-50, 50 homers, 50 stolen bases. His aspirations for long-term deals. Sitting on 15 home runs right now, and by his own admission, has felt like he has very, very much underachieved up to this point. From this point on till the end of the year, it's going to determine not only his fate going forward, but the Yankees. Right in the middle of the lineup, needs to be that big-time run producer. And also when he gets on base, we know what he can do. Can create runs. Boston's winning again, Ryan.
Oof.
3-1. Still early 4th inning in Boston against Baltimore.
Looking for a 14 straight. Jazz hammers that just foul.
That's, in 2 weeks' time, their entire season has turned around. Almost blink.
Well, that's the thing about the American League this year, right? You can survive prolonged ruts, and you can vault yourself right back in it with a hot stretch. Nobody has been good enough to run away. When you see the way the AL East standings are, for as uneven as the Yankees' last few weeks has been, they're only 1.5 back.
Yeah, who wants it?
Yeah. And hoping to get that guy at some point. The 1-2. That one just misses outside. 2-2. There goes Bellinger, and there goes Jazz. Fair, it's gone. It is gone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. locked in. His second of the night. His third in the last 2 days. And the Yankees are back in front. Got a couple no-doubters off of Ashcraft.
Got a little pep in his step and a glide in his stride. Coming on home to the mothership.
A zip in his skip. Talked about it, David. He has the talent to do things like that.
Incredible talent. Speed and power.
And an approving smile from the captain as Dominguez nearly took off a limb from Ashcraft with his smoke single to center.
Another look, he fell down 0-2. Bought himself a slider down and in. Kept it fair. And here comes the glide in the stride, and yes, it is fair.
That ball is smoked to right. Another base hit. So 3 straight hits for the Yankees and 4 here in this third. Yeah, the body language keeps it fair.
Pretty swing. Whippy bat speed. Letting it go.
Three enormous home runs for Jazz. The game winner last night, 3-run shot in the first tonight, and now after the Yankees coughed up a 4-0 lead, that one puts them back in front. Looking for more here in the third. This is the third time in the last 4 starts that Ashcraft has allowed at least 5 runs. Guy who's been one of the better starters in the NL this season. Has hit a little rough patch, and most of that tonight has been due to Jazz Chisholm Jr. (2-0). 2-1. 2-2. Wells with the OPS back under 500. Broken bat, humpback looper gonna drop, juggled by Gonzalez, and everybody's safe. And Austin Wells will take that, so will the Yankees. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Well, we've seen a couple of things that you don't see very often in the game, but this is kind of another one. A full swing that landed right there. And another bobble.
And it is a hit for Austin Wells. Caballero smashes that. Fair. Inside the left field line. Down into the corner. 2 runs will score. Wells stops at third. It's a 2-run double for Caballero. And the Yankees extend the lead. It's now 8-5.
Give you another look here. Fair or foul. Laced down the line. On the line. Confirmation with the super shot. Linea.
So the Yankees with a big response offensively here in the third after giving up the 4-0 lead, falling behind 5-4. They have put up 4 in the bottom of the third. Grisham whacks that foul. Iserd warming. Grisham grounds it. Gloved at second by Lau. And Wells hung on at third. 2 down.
Another look. He's not going on contact. Heck of a play. Wells at third. You get the read. Wait till it goes through. If the contact play is on, you break the minute you see contact.
Here's Rice with first base open. Fouls that away. 0-1. Oh, and 2. Rice 0 for 1, a walk and a run scored. Has an 11-game hitting streak. Stays alive. Leo 2. Golf foul.
You hear hitters talk about trying to get in a position to get their A swings off. My good swing.
Yeah.
Ben Rice has gotten a lot of A swings off so far. Seems like every at bat he's in it.
Yeah.
Down 0-2, he's going to fight back. Controls the strike zone very well. Gets good pitches to hit and gets off his A swing a lot.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Rice down on strikes, but the Yankees put up 4, take the lead back. What a night this man is having. Jazz yard, second time tonight. 8-5 Yankees. Stream MLB Network 24/7 and select out-of-market games every week. Plus, live radio broadcasts of every game. Game Day 3D, big inning and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Ryan Rucco, David Cohn, Meredith Morakovitz with you. Our entire Yes Network crew. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Top of the 4th. And the Yankees an 8-5 lead on the Pirates after 4 runs in the first and 4 runs in the third. Jazz Chisholm already 2 homers and 5 ribbies tonight. Swing and a miss. All right, so now Weather's given another opportunity.
It's going to be one of those nights. You're going to see both bullpens getting going for much longer. I think Weathers is on a short leash here. Now he's been staked another lead.
The only thing that could compromise that a little bit is how taxed the pen was yesterday for the Yankees. You presumably don't have the services of a few guys. 2-2 now on Davis. Two. Tapped weekly foul.
Bedford, New York kid, huh?
That's right. Beautiful town of Bedford. Fox Lane's superstar catcher. Went to Louisville and then became the #1 overall pick. Now in his 4th major league season. The 3-2. Top foul.
Oh, I love that microphone patch for John Sterling. Every time I see it, I can't help but think about John.
That is ripped to left field, a base hit for Davis, cut off by Bellinger. Plays it absolutely perfectly and holds Davis to a single.
Well, you got ahead, you got 2 strikes, you're trying to put him away, and again, another slider up that burns him. That's the pitch tonight that's really hurt him. He's usually pretty good with it. You know, he usually can bury it down and in, get swings and misses with it. Kind of flatten up tonight a little bit.
Right, in general, the numbers against breaking balls for Weathers this season have not been good for hitters. He has the best strikeout percentage in the American League on breaking balls. Good heater there. mean, last start he used just 7 four-seamers the entire start.
That's where a lot of the damage has come from. We mentioned his 16 home runs coming into this game, given up. It's 11th most in Major League Baseball. Surprisingly, the first on that list, Jacob deGrom.
Wow.
Giving up 21 home runs so far this year.
The 0-2. Down and away with a change.
But you're right, Ryan. 9 of those 16 home runs until tonight for Weathers came off of that four-seam fastball. That'll get you off of it. That'll make you go to a different pitch, try a different one.
And lately, that's what he's been doing, right? And had not given up a homer his last 4 starts entering tonight. Grounded to third, bobbled by McMahon, and then everybody's safe. It's a costly mistake there, as that looked like it could be ticketed for 2.
Feels like one of those games tonight. A little bit of everything. On both sides now.
I mean, that's such a huge shift. As Shivi gets ready in the Yankee pen. Go for a potential double play there. Worst case, you're getting the out at second to first and second, nobody out. Now Weathers about to throw his 80th pitch. 0-1. Good sinker, 0-2.
It's not just about the pitch count, the 80 pitches. It's the 80 pitches in that time frame.
Yeah.
Nobody out in the 4th.
One and 2. Pretty smooth first. Labored in the second and the third while yielding 5 runs. Now, thanks to the error from McMahon, following the single from Davis in quite the spot. Rolled to second. Could this be 2? Jazz takes it himself. There it is. Jazz Chisholm Jr. with the 4-4-3 double play, 2 away.
Sometimes as a pitcher, you got to make a pitch, and Weathers does. A good changeup down and away, gets the ground ball, turns it.
Now, you know what happens when the Yankees turn too, David?
It's the Powerball double play.
Double your play with Powerball double play for just $1 more. Try it today in New York Lottery. Can you imagine?
And for Ryan Weathers, that is right on the money in terms of timing.
And I like Jazz taking the flip out of it. Now trying to get Lau, who's 0 for 2. Lined out to right and struck out. Lau has had a big season for Pittsburgh. Huge part of why their offense has had its turnaround. After 8 seasons with the Rays, his first in Pittsburgh. Big swing there to sweeper. It's 1-2. Lau 7th in the NL in homers and extra base hits, 8th in RBIs. The 1-2. Missed high and away, 2-2. The 2-2. He got him. Weathers able to get out of it and work around the McMahon error. Still 8-5 Yanks. To it parked by your local Ford stores, proud to be the official SUV of the Yankees, and by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Wilbur Dotel, the new pitcher for the Pirates, last appearance June 12th. And deal strike one to Paul Goldschmidt. It just felt like a huge inning for Ryan Weathers there, David, to give up the leadoff single, then the error from McMahon, and get a double play and a strikeout to yield nothing. Massive.
Going to give him a chance to go back out for the 5th inning now.
Yeah. Dotel missed more than a month with a lat strain and deals a nasty slider for strike 3 on Goldschmidt.
Sometimes you get caught looking for something else. Sometimes you just get locked up.
Here's Bellinger. He's singled and scored twice. He's come around to score on each of Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s first 2 homers. The 1-1. Bellinger fouls it straight back. The bullpen, the biggest weakness for this Pirates team. Really strong rotation, outstanding offense, but just 23rd in bullpen ERA. And because of it, you have some Pirates fans who want to see some more of the young arms they have in their minor league system come up and influence their bullpen.
Every organization struggles with that, right? The Yankees included. Recent example, Carlos Lagrange. Big time prospect, starting rotation. There's a need on the major league level. They convert him to reliever, big plans, out with a shoulder injury. It's not as easily done as you think it is. Especially it's the recovery part. You go from a starting rotation routine and 4 days off or 5 days off. You pitch once a week to back-to-back games for 1 inning, 3 out of 4. That kind of recovery takes time to be able to allow your body to learn how to do it.
Swing and a miss, 99, and Bellinger down on strikes, 2 away. Let's check out one of today's player props, brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. Well, Jazz Chisholm Jr. has 2 home runs already.
It's the 4th inning.
5 ribbies already.
Hanging curveball right in the middle. Another slider down and in.
He has 10 career 2-home run games. Never has hit 3. There have been 43 3-homer games in Yankees history by 30 different players. The last for the Yanks, Cody Bellinger, July 11th last year against the Cubs.
The batter is challenging the pitch.
Yeah.
Call is confirmed. New York has 1 challenge remaining.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Jazz has many strengths. That is not one of them. And Jazz goes around, tips it into the glove. And Dotel strikes out the side. We go to the 5th. 8-5 Yanks. To celebrate the magic of Harry Potter, the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive an Aaron Judge Harry Potter bobblehead in one of the 4 house colors. The specific house will be distributed at random upon entrance. Get your tickets today at Yankees.com. You know what that means, David? You can't request the Slytherin bobblehead. You might just get Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Maybe Gryffindor.
You got to take what you get?
Yeah.
I want Voldemort.
Voldemort, okay. On the ground, a Caballero quickly across. 1 away. Well, speaking of magic, here's the man they call the magician. Valdez used his wand to park a 2-run shot in the seats in right. His last at bat. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. That was that Valdez. I mean, 436 feet to the opposite field like that.
Ridiculous pop.
Incredible. That's reminiscent of the way A-Rod used to hit him out. That easy swing to right and right center, and all of a sudden it's 400-plus feet.
Well, we see Judge go up there.
Yep. Exactly.
Seen him go up there regularly. Actually, that was right to the left of the judges' chambers. Look at him. He used to pitch in high school.
Yeah.
See him, 4-seam grip, power pitcher.
Got some big hands.
Yeah.
The catcher is challenging the pitch.
All right. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Austin Wells very effective
The
this
call is
year. Not there.
confirmed. New York is out of challenges.
And the Yankees will navigate the rest of this game without a challenge. That one wasn't really close.
Yeah, that was.
You know,
You better be sure timing.
yeah. That's the other thing, right, David? We saw a poor one from Jazz in the last half inning. That one there, obviously you have to react so quickly, but situation has to play some role, you would think, as well.
It's a great point. The hard part is anticipating the flow, knowing ahead of time what you're going to do.
Right, like before the pitch, no matter what, this isn't a spot where I'm going to use one.
Situational awareness that really shows up in this new challenge rule.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. You went? No. All right. 1-2. Let's see. Close.
I give up. I don't know what to swing anymore.
When the home plate umpires are so enthusiastically and immediately asking for the check. I mean, Paul Clemens was hopping out to get that check swing. Usually that feels like a guide. Weathers, I'm sure, would feel really good if he could navigate to the end of this 5th inning, David, after the way this outing's gone for him.
Pitch number 99 on the way.
Was able to work around first and second, nobody out in the 4th without giving up a run. Swing and a miss. O'Hearn down on strikes. And Aaron Boone is going to make the trip to the mound and not let Weathers get the chance to face the righty Ozuna. He'll take him out with 2 outs in the 5th. By Nissan, hop into a Nissan Rogue and hit the road to adventure. Shop NissanUSA.com. And by Citizens, make sense of your money with Citizens. A plane cutting across a beautiful New York sky. And the number is really strong for Shiviyi.
He's been a bit of a revelation lately. Off-season acquisition, a little bit of a slow start. Since he's come back up, his changeup has been on point.
And he'll face the righty Ozuna. Now he's playing the role of you, David, as we take a look at this bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. And everybody but Castro was used yesterday, and you know some of those guys aren't going to be available today based on the pitch counts. But Ryan Weathers was playing the role of Denny Nagel.
Yes.
And
I mean,
Shiviyi playing the role of David Cone. If we throw back to the Subway Series. And I know wins aren't valued in the same exact way they used to be, but I'd imagine as a starter it's still tough when you get taken out with 2 outs in the 5th and a lead.
yes, you still want to see that W by your name.
But for Aaron Boone, the job is the team W, not the individual one. Liking Shiviyi against Ozuna. And it's 3-2. Valdez leads off first. 3-2, 2 outs. He'll be off. The 3-2. Down and away, ball 4. Ozuna walks. Inning continues. First and second. 2 down, and Triolo coming up. Triolo has become the regular. Only going to pinch hit Jacob Gonzalez.
This is the spot, down 8-5. A left-handed batter against a right-handed pitcher, down 3 with 2 on.
Miss there, 1-0. That is hit into right center. Over to make the catch is Dominguez to end the inning. Chivy able to work out of it. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. All right, difficulty level is 4. See, 138 wins. Started with the Pirates, ended with the Pirates. With the Yanks in 76 and 77. You got a beat on it at all, David?
I think this guy was a trip.
Okay.
I think I do have a beat on it.
Fitting that it's
He was
somebody who is in his 70s. That's been your theme tonight.
Yeah, he was tripping.
Big swing from Dominguez, 2-2.
You're going to have to open the doors of your mind to figure out that one.
Oh, man, I love when you drop these hints. Three and 2. Three, 2. Did he go? Well, that one they say he did. And Dominguez is down on strikes. Yeah.
No argument from Dominguez, and yeah, that's too far. And that's the punch out.
Cooking up something special with HexClad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. See the numbers for McMahon after the tough start. Last month and a half has been really strong for Ryan McMahon. An 823 OPS, a 263 batting average, which is well above league average.
Almost a complete reversal.
Yeah.
They're going to need that down the stretch.
Chop to second. 2 down. think I finally got our name that Yankee.
You got it?
Got it.
It's a 70s theme night. 70s are hot again.
Yeah.
Fashion, music.
Oh, and 1 on Wells. Wells had a little humpback. Wow, how about this?
Right
Speaking
on
of
cue.
humpbacks.
Right on cue.
Oh, my goodness. That's a new one.
I've seen Paul Skeens use that.
Wow. Now, David, what does that do for a pitcher warming up? What's the idea behind it?
To me, it's similar to a hitter. There's always, and really golf for that matter too,
Yeah.
there's a separation between the upper body and the lower body. Sort of an X factor, a tension that you create to sort of build speed and momentum. And I assume, you know, that's kind of what that is, to isolate the upper part.
Yeah. Well, whatever Skeens does seems to work.
There's sort of a resistance, an X factor from the ground up between your lower half, which drives, and your upper half, which has to hold in there and then drive. And the synchronicity between the two is the key.
Wells hits that one hard off, snared by Lau. Having a really strong season at second. And he retires Wells as Skeens applause. How about Paul Skeens, Andy Pettit talking ball. Pretty cool. If they could do it under Goodman. Meanwhile, first Rocky with 2 3-homer games in the same season. Drake Baldwin 5 for 5 last night for Atlanta. Fernando Tatis Jr.'s gotten it going since the calendar turned to June. And Orioles catchers both dealing with some injuries. Chiville back out there for the 6th after getting the final out of the 5th, as that's launched foul by Davis. Now, we saw that shot of Paul Skeens chatting with Andy Pettit before the game today, and Meredith has a little more about that conversation.
Well, they're not going to face the reigning National League Cy Young Award winner in Paul Skeens, but as you saw, he was busy catching up with his WBC pitching coach, Andy Pettit. They spoke for quite some time. They didn't really talk about the mechanics of pitching, though. Skeens was more interested in how the Yankees championship teams of the past developed a winning culture, about winning championships, and really how to prepare yourself to pitch in the postseason. Guys, we know Andy Pettit knows a little something about that.
Well, he certainly does, Meredith. That's interesting. I always love it when guys, younger guys, David, they want to pick the brain of greats who've done it, who've won. And I think that's so interesting. So I'll ask you, if a guy like Skeens was asking you what was the key, or what were the keys to building that winning culture of your dynastic teams, what would you tell him?
We play today, we win today. That's it.
Mariano Duncan. Davis skies that to right.
And
One down.
You know, there's some quiet genius in that statement. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter. You know, next man up. There's a lot of different cliches, but it's a mentality you buy into. Everybody knows their role. Everybody accepts their role. Everybody's used properly and put into the best position by the manager to succeed. And you get a full buy-in. And there's not a nicer guy in baseball than Andy Pettit.
Yeah.
He's just one of the great dudes ever.
And the Pirates soaking up that wisdom from Andy. Bellinger in the corner, flags it down, 2 away. Well, you know, this is my all-time favorite athlete, David. 5-time champion, MLB record, 19 postseason wins, and a 500 or better record in all 18 seasons, 256 wins.
And reinvented himself along the way a few different times.
And Ryan, you talked about opposing players wanted to soak up all that knowledge from Andy Pettitte. Well, imagine if that was your dad. Luke Pettitte, just drafted in the 8th round, 246 overall by the New York Yankees. That is 14 rounds ahead of his dad, who went in the 22nd round back in 1990. We're going to take a quick step aside here as we're in the middle of the 8th. More baseball next on Yes.
Take on Wrexham AFC in a soccer friendly on Wednesday, July 29th here at Yankee Stadium. Get your tickets now through Ticketmaster.com. Oh yeah, taking you through the Bronx and into the ballpark here at the stadium, with the Yankees leading the Pirates 8-5 in the bottom of the 6th. Caballero able to hold up, 1-0. The 1-0, foul straight back. Jake Mangum into center field.
I've always loved that Pittsburgh hat, right? To me, that's one of the classic lids in all the game.
Yeah. The black and yellow.
Yeah, it's just classic. What do you think of when you see that hat? I mean, I think of the 70s. I mean, 70s are on my mind. I'm thinking of the, We Are the Family, Sister Sledge.
I think of Dave Parker, Willie Stargell,
Ooh.
Roberto Clemente.
Yeah. One of my pitching coaches, the greatest guy, the late great Bruce Keeson, was part of those 70s Pittsburgh team. My pitching coach with the Royals, what a great guy, and a scout, longtime baseball guy. I dearly miss him.
Fly ball, shallow right. Valdez, 1 down. Well, there's a rich baseball history there in Pittsburgh, and they have struggled a lot over the last few decades, but they've got young talent now to have a rebirth here, and with the way they've swung it this season, it's come a little sooner than people thought, and maybe in a different way.
Trending in the right direction, no doubt.
How about your boy Ralph Kiner, too?
Yes.
A great Pirate. And they've had different variations of colors and borders, but they have had that same P on the cap since 1948.
Barry Bonds, Andy Van Slyke, Jim Leyland, the manager.
Paul Lehner. I mean, in more recent vintage, think about the years Andrew McCutchen had there.
Yes.
When they went to the playoffs 3 straight years, he won an MVP.
Still can't believe Sid Ring scored on that play. Still can't believe it. Barry Bonds had it. Left field.
Yeah.
Sid Breen.
Strike 3. Got him looking. That's 5 strikeouts now out of the pen for Dotel.
Yeah, he's been good. He came in right from the beginning, throwing the slider for strikes, and then upper 90s on top of that.
Here's that 9 for Bill Mazeroski. Of course, the author of the Game 7 walk-off in the 1960 World Series.
I ain't gonna listen to it, I promise.
Well, seems like Paul Clements doesn't want to listen to the Yankee dugout.
Got some jawboning going on.
And the Yankees are out of the ABS challenges. Rice, that's a base hit into right field. And Ben Rice with a 12-game inning streak. All right, here was David. Talk about that number 9. There was the walk-off from Bill Mazeroski. Game 7, 1960 World Series.
And Yogi Berra in left field.
A 2-time champion, a 10-time All-Star, 8 Gold Gloves. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2001. What's crazy about that World Series, David, is the combined score. The combined score in the 7 games was Yankees 55, Pirates 27. And plus 28 is the biggest World Series run differential of all time. And it was in favor of the team that lost the World Series. So that's the greatest run differential in the history of the World Series. And the team on the plus side of it actually lost the series. And that's baseball, Susan.
I remember talking to Whitey Ford on Old Timers Day about that series and how he was upset that Casey didn't pitch him more. Wanted to pitch more often, pitched 3 times in that series, including that Game 7. It's the beauty of Old Timers Day. You know, got to talk to Whitey Ford, Hank Bauer, Moose Scouring. Guys like that.
Yogi,
of course. Yogi was always around. Joe DiMaggio walk in the locker room, like him. In presence of royalty. The best 2 guys just to talk to, storytellers.
Yeah.
Moose Scouring and Hank Bauer. The best. The friendliest guys. They just wanted to talk to you. They wanted to sit in your locker. We shared lockers with them.
Three-two, 2 outs. So Rice will be off. Goldschmidt, towering fly ball to left. Reynolds underneath it, and this game moves to the 7th. Little Yankees Pirates history for you on Yes. To name that Yankee, David, you talked about. He was a trip.
He was. He wanted to open his mind. The one and only Doc Ellis.
Oh, yeah. Started with the Pirates, ended with the Pirates.
He had some good stuff. He really did. From the Timothy Leary School of Pitching.
And threw that no-hitter while on LSD.
Yes.
Talking about tripping and opening the mind. An all-star the following season. And traded from the Pirates to the Yankees. And the Yankees also received man in the studio tonight, Willie Randolph. So the Yankees feel good about that.
Willow's in the studio?
Yes, he is.
Oh, what's up,
Yes.
Willow?
Now Hedrick, Aaron Boone going to him here. He pitched 2 innings last night, was outstanding. Threw just 22 pitches to get through those 2 innings. So he is being called upon here today.
See a lot of those counts with him on the mound. 1-2, 0-2.
Yeah. Rolled to first. Goldschmidt stays down on it. 1 down. September 1st, 1971. Doc Ellis on the mound when the Pirates sent out the first ever lineup composed of all black Latino players in Major League history.
Rennie Stennett playing second base.
Clemente in right, Stargell in left.
Bruce Keeson told me some funny stories about Manny Sanguillen catching. He was just such a good dude. He was just so funny. Come up to the mound and said, "We're going to throw this," and go back and give a different sign. And forget what he told the pitcher.
And you have to respect the Pirates were a franchise that was earlier than others to embrace black and Latino players.
Hence the "We Are Family" and the Sister Sledge song. That was their motto. That was became so famous.
And that's the success they had around that time as well.
You a Sister Sledge fan? You ever heard?
Yeah.
You know Sister Sledge.
I know
right?
Sister Sledge.
Okay.
Strike 3. Hedrick again at 1 and 2, and again comes through with a strikeout.
He's just a machine. Just owns the strike zone. You talk about hitters controlling the strike zone. Hedrick controls the strike zone consistently. It's a secret to his success.
Here's Marlon Valdez. Here it is again, David. Strike 1.
Nothing pleases a manager more than a pitcher you can count on, that you know what you're going to get. Hedrick's that guy.
The 0-1. Love a strike thrower, David.
You just can trust it. That's how you get in the inner circle.
One and 2. Help America's Heroes. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org. Valdez needed a little better grip on the bat. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. How about that 7th from Hedrick? 1-2-3 go the Pirates. A couple of Ks. This game goes to the bottom of the 7th. Yankees leading 8-5. We'll keep it right here for God Bless America.
ladies and gentlemen, will you rise? Remove your caps and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Army Specialist Stephen Mallis from Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, who served in Operation Desert Storm. The Yankees say thank you, Stephen, for your sacrifice and for your service to our nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
He scored 4 in the first. Pirates responded with 5 over the second and third. Yankees, they put up 4 in the bottom of the third. Jazz, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. Ryan Weathers was able to navigate through the fourth and 2 outs into the fifth. Yankee bullpen has done the job in the aftermath of that as Isard comes on after great work from Dotel out of the pen. Brandon Isard traded to the Pirates on July 11th. Rough ERA on the season. Faces Bellinger, Jazz, and Dominguez. First game of a 3-game set. Night game tomorrow, afternoon game Wednesday. Some rain in the forecast tomorrow, so we'll see if that plays any role in how the rest of the series schedules out. Bellinger, another good look at swing, fouls it straight back. Two in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Foul back again and still full.
So Jazz Chisholm on deck and get another shot to hit his 3rd home run. He might get 2 more shots depending on the Yankees can turn over the lineup again.
Yeah. Bellinger off the mound, tough hop, nicely played. And 1 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Here is Jazz, 2 homers already tonight. Does not have a 3-home run game in his career. Now has 10 career 2-homer games. A 3-run shot in the first, a 2-run shot in the third after the Yankees had watched their 4-0 lead become a 5-4 deficit. Papa John's key ingredients. Jazz with his most ribbies in a game since March 30th of last season. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss, 1-2. And it's full on Jazz. A 3-2. Swing and a miss. Here is Jason Dominguez with 2 out, nobody on. Dominguez has hit a couple of bullets tonight. A single in the third, line out to center on a rocket in the first. David, it looked like we were going to end up in a wild shootout in this game, and now no one's scored since the third inning.
All the action in the first 3 innings on both sides. 13 runs scored in the first 3 innings combined. Nothing since.
Dominguez lofts it into shallow left. Long run and a catch made by Reynolds to end the 7th. To the 8th we go. 8-5 Yanks. The Pirates play the second game of 3 here in the Bronx. Extended coverage starts at 5 o'clock with 2 hours of pregame leading up to first pitch at 7:05 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Yeah, that man will go. Versus Bubba Chandler.
He's got some stuff.
Here's Tim Hill. Through an inning and a third scoreless in game 1 yesterday. Yankees trying to piece another one together with their pen as a strength. Swing and a miss. David, you and I were talking about it a lot earlier today when we were hanging. Just the Yankee bullpen, how good it has been and how critical it has been to this team. At a time when the offense has sputtered tonight notwithstanding, the bullpen has really stepped up, and that wasn't a perceived strength at the beginning of this season.
No, you know, it's kind of the guys in the middle too that have really come up. You think about Yarbrough, Blackburn, this guy Hill. Yankees have gotten a lot out of those guys. They've certainly carried their load.
Tapped weakly to the right side. Jazz on the backhand jump throw too high. And the leadoff man on in the 8th. We'll see how they score it. And it's going to be a hit for O'Hearn.
Good range. Scoop it. Fling it. A little too high.
Game inches. And it's 3-1.
Yankees, no challenges left at this point.
Grounded to second. Jazz on to second for one. Caballero in plenty of time. It's a double play. 2 gone in the 8th. Hey, you know what happens when the Yankees turn 2?
It's the Powerball double play.
Double your play with Powerball double play for just $1 more. Try it today. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Cued. Oh, Caballero made a great effort, but just underneath them. And Gonzalez is aboard with 2 down.
Inside out, slicing away. Looked like he was there. Just over it, almost over the top of it.
Yeah, just kind of overshot the landing there a little bit. And Aaron Boone is going to go to the pen. Hill gets 2 outs in the 8th. And now it's time for Cruz with the Yankees holding a 3-run lead at the stadium. .com. By Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet, and by the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Deals so right they almost feel wrong. Only at your local Hyundai dealer. Well, Fernando Cruz facing Mangum here with 1 on, 2 out, and deals high, 1-0. Make it Henry Davis who hits here. Actually, it'll be Tyler Callahan looking at the 3rd try, hitting here for Henry Davis. See the numbers from Callahan on the season. Strong 774 OPS. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. He got him. Cruz comes in and quickly dispenses of Callahan. Yankee bullpen shutting it down to the bottom of the 8th we go. Sports app to get highlights, features, podcasts, original series, and so much more. And if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Gotham Sports app for free. So download and sign in today. So Rafael Flores Jr. behind the plate, and now Dennis Santana on the mound. It's with the Yankees in 2024. McMahon a single in the 3rd, a run scored. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the big offensive hero tonight thus far for the Yankees. A 3-run shot in the 1st, a 2-run shot in the 3rd. Jose Caballero also a big 2-run double in that 3rd. Ryan Weathers started it. Pitch count got up. Lasted 4 2/3. Yankees bullpen has been excellent since. That's driven to left and deep. Reynolds with room on the track makes the catch. 1 down. And so far with the Yankee pen tonight as well, David, Aaron Boone has had the perfect touch.
A couple of big double play balls in this game on the Yankee side.
Yeah.
Weather's got a big one, and he really needed it.
That happened in the 4th with 1st and 2nd, no out after the McMahon error.
You know, after Pittsburgh had scored 5 runs in the first 3 innings off of him. He got it back there.
And the other one came with Tim Hill.
Tim Hill with a big pitch. Ground ball machine.
That is smashed into right field for Austin Wells. A base hit, his 2nd of the night. Hey fans, stay tuned for tonight's WB Mason post game as Bob Lorenz and Willie Randolph are in the studio with highlights and analysis. Meredith Morakovitz gets player interviews in the clubhouse, and to hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. All coming up next on, yes, the Gotham Sports app. It's the WB Mason Yankees postgame. Here's Caballero. Always has his little mind games he plays with when he's going to engage with the pitcher. There's a strike from Santana, 0-1.
You get the feeling that some guys really just love playing that role.
Yeah.
It's just them. Caballero's, he is him.
Joe's bunt and did offer 0-2. Caballero with 2 hits tonight. Grisham on deck. Nobody up in the Yankee pen, so you'd think the 9th would be Cruz's to try and finish. Tap back to the mound, could be 2. We know Caballero's fast, but that throw fast enough. It's an inning-ending double play as Santana blows a kiss to Caballero, and now they're going to walk towards each other, and the benches will clear as Santana's having to be held back by Flores. Now they'll come running in from the bullpens as well. And Santana was blowing kisses to Caballero after retiring him. We know Caballero can get under the skin of his opponents, and Santana trying to get to him, and he's got a wall of teammates that will not allow it.
The eyes of anger. He's hot.
And all this stems from Caballero in the batter's box and in playing games with the pitch clock, which you know he's tried to leverage all season long.
Santana sought him out after the out. Caballero didn't say anything to him. Santana blew a gasket and gets on him, letting him know how he feels, and now it's on. You talking to me?
And then Santana held back by his teammates. A lot of commotion And we go to the ninth. There's always some spice when it comes to the interactions in and around Jose Caballero, and Dennis Santana did not take kindly to the way Caballero uses the pitch clock and waits till the last possible second to engage, trying to dictate it on his terms, as he's explained in recent weeks. And after he grounded into that inning-ending double play, Dennis Santana let him know he didn't like it. That was earlier in the at-bat when Santana was stopped by the home plate umpire for engaging too early there, for not waiting for Caballero to engage. And then here was after the double play. Something to say, looking at him, and yeah, now I'm going to come get him.
Snappage.
And so Cruz stays in to try and get the final 3 outs of this game. Flores holding him back. Caballero unbothered. If you play that role, you know there are going to be certain times where it gets under an opponent's skin to the point they want to go after you.
Well, the thing of it is Caballero's playing within the rules.
Exactly.
And we've said this before. Now, that wasn't the case.
The batter is challenging the pitch.
Austin Wells on first base there, as we're going to see a challenge here.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And wow.
Calls overturned. Pittsburgh has 1 run remaining.
And that wasn't even close. Successful challenge.
Usually, if there's a runner on first base that can steal, then it really becomes strategic for Caballero. Because if you wait till the 8-second part, you give the pitcher less time to hold the runner at first, or hold the ball and freeze the runner at first. So it really is more than just for show. Now, that wasn't the case, as I said, with Wells on first in that particular situation, but in other situations, it's very effective to help your base runner steal a base.
And a couple of weeks ago, he was talking to all of us in the clubhouse about it, and he said, you know, if you can use the clock so that you dictate the tempo of the at-bat, as that's flicked to left, Bellinger there, 1 away, said if you can dictate the at-bat as a hitter, why wouldn't you want to dictate it rather than have the pitcher dictate it? Tonight's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Carlos Rodon will throw off the mound later this week. Been on the IL since July 7th with left elbow inflammation.
That's good news. Getting Carlos Rodon back down the stretch could be a big deal. Along with Max Fried.
Yeah. Oh, new blue glove for Cruz. He wore it on Friday and it was banned, and so he's got the blue glove now.
And it was banned because of the colors or distraction? There's too much going on there. If a hitter complains because of the white or whatever's going on,
yeah,
then that's kind of usually all it takes.
But it looks like a pretty beautiful
It was great.
tribute. Yeah.
Put it on the mantle.
The 0-2. And it's 1-2. And they made him take it off last night. He's got the blue glove today. The 1-2. Strike 3. Got him.
The batter is challenging the pitch.
And another ABS Powered by T-Mobile Challenge.
Call is overturned. Pittsburgh has 1 remaining.
Call is overturned. The at-bat continues. Wow. That's about as close as it gets. Less than 1/10 of an inch. The 2-2. Well, that one, there's no doubt. 2-away. The Mercedes-Benz rode ahead. The Pirates tomorrow night, Wednesday afternoon. Then the Yanks with a day off. They head to Philly and Chicago. A long stay in Chicago. 4 with the White Sox and 3 with the Cubs. Here is Brandon Lau. Yankees 1 out away from a win. 0-1.
It is a full week in Chicago, isn't it?
Full week.
The whole week. Bring some extra underwear.
It's a lot of Gibsons. 0-1. 0-2. Game started with a lot of offensive fireworks. The later innings have been about the Yankee pen. They've yielded nothing up till this point. Since coming on in the 5th. A strike away from a win. The 0-2 from Cruz. He got it. Ball game. Yankees win it. 8-5 the final at the stadium.
Jazz Chisholm is the man of the hour. Couple of homers. Big home runs. Helped the Yankees take control of this game, and they never relinquished it the rest of the way, and Cruz was solid at the end there. Those are nasty splitters.
Aaron Boone with his acknowledgement and celebration. And here was that final pitch to Lau.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Oof. And Cruz, who had Bednar bail him out last night, locks down the save for the Yankees tonight.
Who's he pointing to?
Some family, some friends.
Must be pointing to family. Yeah, I see him do that after wins.
And the Yankees win at 8-5. We'll be back to wrap things up in a moment here on Yes. The game brought to you by Audi and the all-new Audi Q3.
Oh, it started early in the 1st inning off of Braxton Ashcraft, and then again doubled up, double Dutch bus in the 2nd deck. Big home runs. The Audi game-changing drives. Jazz Chisholm.
More awards to give out here at the stadium after the Yankees take the first of 3 against the red-hot Pittsburgh Pirates. That's next here on Yes.
third scoreless innings from the Yankee bullpen on a night after they were worn out. So it was really big time duty. No woolly bully here. Nothing but zeros and a big finish from Fernando Cruz.
And the Yankees come up with the victory, 8-11-1 for the Yanks, 5-9-2 for the Pirates, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Shavi'i picks up the win, Cruz the save, and Jazz the offensive hero, 2 homers and 5 ribbies after his heroics last night. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the WB Mason postgame show with Bob Lorenz and Willie Randolph. Special thanks to producer Troy Benjamin, director Dan Barr, Mike Webb, and our executive producer is Jared Ames Boschnack. Join us again tomorrow when the Yankees take on the Pirates in Game 2 of this 3-game set. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. on Yes, with first pitch coming shortly after 7 o'clock. Once again, the final score, the Yankees 8 and the Pirates 5. For David Cohen and Meredith Morakovitz, I'm Ryan Rucco. Now let's go to Bob Lorenz and Willie Randolph, who are standing by with the post-game show. Fellas,